Hello everybody, this is Petra and this is the Nevelle show, and today it is episode 10. I actually got my episodes mixed up. Yesterday the fun bit was episode 9, so if you're after that one, you may want to go back and go to that one. I'm going to change that. What can I say? Juris non calculat. I am a lawyer, so I don't have the thing with numbers. Anyway, what I was thinking of doing on Wednesdays now, because I wasn't quite sure what to do before, is something loving or something thought-provoking. And why? Because there are still some people out there who take sadistic pleasure in trying to torture people who love animals, and because they have the illusion that this somehow makes them strong or superior, which is of course BS. Because it just makes them ill-behaved. But for people like us, it can ruin our entire day, especially if we're not entirely enlightened yet, which I am not. So it really helps to instead focus on those people who are actually truly kind, because they are out there as well. It's just that if we see something bad, we tend to focus on the bad instead of the good. So I want to make sure that we, in this series as well, focus on the good. Because what we're here for as humanity is not to be the dictator of everything, but this is my little boy just jumped down here, but to be responsible and use our position as a position of responsibility and stewardship for the rest of the earth, right? So on Wednesday we will celebrate those people and communities and cities who have been kind to animals, even if the benefit might be secondary or not obvious in terms of profit. So today it's an animal bridge. We will take a look at this in a moment. I have chosen this example also because in a lot of parts the way this is handled is still a lose-lose proposition, especially around here, for example. If you take a look at toad migrations, the normal kind of solution that people come up with is to just shut off the road, which is a problem because you can't shut off the road the entire time, so animals will still get run over. Sometimes people will go around the barrier to just show that they are not being, bullied around by this barrier, and maybe as a stunt as well, especially when they're drunk, so animals still get killed and in large numbers. And the other thing is also that, especially with people who are not already totally on board, you just upset them because you're cramping their style. I mean, even I am upset if I'm getting to a road that I usually know and suddenly it is closed and I have to make a huge detour, especially if I'm late somewhere, right? So this is really a lose-lose proposition, and if you lose the good faith of people, it will have an effect down the road. Sometimes it's the only thing you can do. But why not use something that is really a win-win situation, which is this, this animal bridge. And of course people will benefit as well. And what is the secondary benefit for people? Well, apart from the heartbreak for people and children, especially when a cub is run over like was here, I'm quite sure that an accident with a mountain lion can lead to quite some loss of human life, especially if there's a pileup because it happens during rush hour, for example. So the bridge might cost money to build, but even for those who do not do this for the animals, I mean, how much is a human life worth? How much is the life of a child worth? Especially if you combine this bridge with some low-cost fencing across the road, or along the road, which isn't going to break the bank, especially after the bridge, right? Plus the genetic variety we have on Earth, the less there is, the more dangerous it becomes for us humans as well, because a lot of the medicines that we have, as we know nowadays, is derived from animals and from plants out there. And so we need this genetic variety, and hopefully in future this genetic variety, the genes, can be extracted from animals without hurting them or without harming them. And for those who love animals, we know how much fulfillment, how much joy this can bring. So obviously it is a win-win situation for us. And you can have as much money as you want. If you don't have fulfillment, and this is something that brings fulfillment, you have nothing really in the end. So, and of course, for mountain lions and the other animals that can go over this bridge, they get to live, they get to breed, and they get to sustain their species. So it's a true win-win. just less obvious, and it starts with our kindness. So let's take a look at what they are actually doing. So California is building the world's largest urban wildlife crossing. It will cross a 10-lane highway close to Los Angeles, linking pockets of habitat on both sides of the road. So mountain lions and other animals can cross freely. 350 cars pass along this highway 101 every single day, putting lions at risk as they roam. Mountain lions typically wander over a territory that spans up to 320 kilometers. In April 2022, a vehicle struck and killed an 18-month-old lion. It was the 26th mountain lion to be killed on the road in the past 2 decades. So 26 accidents. The crossing will let the lions hunt for food and help isolated populations to interbreed. Again, this is important for us too. Inbreeding is causing a decline in the genetic quality, which could see the cats die out in 50 years. Construction has just begun on the overpass, and it will cost quite a bit. Other countries have constructed similar wildlife corridors, which is beautiful, right? Christmas Island, Australia, has built special bridges to allow 15 million red crabs safely complete their annual migration to sea. The Netherlands has built an 800-meter eco-duct, which spans a railway line, river, business park, and sports complex. The World Economic Forum's 1T.org platform is helping protecting our forests, which are essential to many corridors. So how can you help conserve and restore and grow nature? So this is a really, really beautiful example of how we can be kind to nature and in the end profit as well. So I hope you loved this today. Like it, comment if you want, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Live strong and prosper.